Hello and good morning to you guys, and welcome to our sixth session of our subject IT 320. So we are now on Unit 3, Chapter 6, and Chapter 6 is Network Printing. So our objectives for this morning is about number 1, to discuss the importance of host printing in system integration and architecture. Number 2, value the importance of host printing system integration and architecture. And number 3, understand the basic concepts of host printing in system integration and architecture. So our topic for this morning is about host printing. And host printing is the printing system that relies entirely on the host computer to perform all the printer processing. So host printing in the computer CPU rasterizes the data, which creates the bitmaps of the printed print pages. So it also sends the command directly to the print heads, and many inexpensive inkjet printers are host-based printers designed for the Windows printing system. So the example of this is the GDI printer. So we are talking about a non-host based depending on the application and printing system. Also the no host based printers that also send pasteurized system. So, however, in the case of PostScripts and PDF input, they perform the rasterize inside the printer with their own CPUs. And non-host based printers always control their own print heads and mechanism. So the difference for this is just like similar to your inkjet printer. However, they are controlled by your Wi-Fi system on a network that is being put into the terminal. So as you can see on the figure 14, that is the wireless print server. Now, ang daya pa na guys is this is applicable sa mga una ninyo nga printing devices. Just like ang sa Epson ninyo nga printer nga hindi siya inkjet. However, nowadays, the technology becomes apparent that the host printing, maskin hindi na siya terminal-based, pareho kadang nakita nyo sa figure 14, there come a time that you can print your printing services using Wi-Fi already. So there are built-in Wi-Fi system units or microchip that is embedded on the printer, and there's no cable connecting it to the host printer. However, you can print it using wireless communication or your Wi-Fi. So this feature is available to 3270 models, 5250 models, and UTS host session models. So you can create one or more printer sessions and associate them with the current terminal session. So for this, each printer session is bound to device ID on the host system, and any subsequent print job sent to the device ID will be directed to the host access for the cloud web client. So that is why it is being recommended to use this one, because there's no cabling or onto the network. All you have to do is the configuration for the host going to the wireless communication system. So daan do daya guys ng technology. However, do karon lang dyan nag-materialize kay nag-advance ang mga microchips ninyo. Karang una terminal to terminal pa. So hindi sa waay kita nagagamit ka wireless printing, pero nowadays it's much convenient kay may Wi-Fi doon. So the host session builds a PDF file that contains the file to print it and send it to the web client. And then after receiving the file, the web client downloads the file following your browser's configured downloaded options. So different browsers provide different options for handling downloaded files. So when the PDF is received, you can direct it to transfer or to print it if you have ever access to a printer. So still guys, we are talking about of a wireless communication printing, and on figure 5 you can see there that is an example of a print network setup. So if you have a print system set up wirelessly, you need to have a print server. In computer networking, a print server or printer server is the type of server that connects printers to the client computers over the network. So it accepts print jobs from the computers and sends the jobs to the appropriate printers, queuing the jobs locally to accommodate the fact that work may arrive more quickly than the printer can actually handle. ancillary functions using the ability to inspect the queue jobs to be processed, and the ability to reorder or delete waiting print jobs, or the ability to do various kinds of accounting. So example of this is counting pages, which may involve reading data generated by the printers. So the printers may be used to enforce administration policies. So example of this is the color printing quotas, meaning to say kung ano yadang pigmentation ka color nga gina-print ninyo sa printer ninyo. So this one, you can observe this in your inkjet printers, that they are more or less similar. However, in host printing, you'll be able to do this wirelessly. So user department authentication or watermarking printed documents. On such case, you need a procedure to conduct a watermark. So meaning ang tatak bala ka ginaprint ninyo. So that is an example of the watermark. And an example also is the ones that you can see an opaque word that before the document. So a printer server, because that is materialized, guys, using your host printing. So a print server may be a network computer with one or more shared printers. And alternatively, a print server may be a dedicated device on the network. With connections to the LAN or the local area network and one or more printers, you have a dedicated server appliances and tend to be fairly simple in both configuration and features. Let's talk about Internet Printing Protocols, or the IPP. So on figure 16 and 17, you can see their Internet Printing Protocol as we are going to discuss. For 17 naman, this is the Raspberry Pi print server using the CUPS, or the CUP is an acronym for Common Unix Printing System. So that will be our lesson for 14 and 15. Okay, to continue with, on IPP, it is a specialized internet protocol for communication clients devices. So these are computers, mobile phones, tablets, or other devices. So especially printers. And what does it do? It allows clients to submit one or more print jobs to the printer or print server and perform tasks such as queuing the status of the printer, obtaining the status of print jobs, or canceling individual print jobs. Now, like all IP-based protocols, IPP can run locally or over the internet. And unlike other printing protocols, IPP also supports access protocol or access control, authentication, and encryption. So making it much more capable and secure printing mechanism than older ones. Now, IPP is the basis of several printer logo certification programs including AirPrint, IPP Everywhere, Morpia Alliance, and supported by 98% of printers sold today. Okay, so to summarize IPP, or the Internet Printing Protocol, this refers to the protocol that is being used by systems all over the world, and this is standardized. Now let's go to CUPS. And CUPS is a modular printing system naman for Unix-like computer operating system. I think I don't know if you can relate with this one, because what we're using is the Windows standard. But this is just an alternative for you guys, because configuring this requires a great value of task, just because Unix cannot be accommodated with the function. To put it simply, ang ginagamit natin do current nga machines are all Linuxes now already. Gamay ka lang gid makakita ka mga Unix unless ang mga inyo nga dang companies or mga nga nagagamit pa kadaya may mga mainframe computer kag Unix based andang operating system. So to give you information on CUPS lang, this consists of a printer, spooler, and scheduler, and it provides the mechanism that allows print jobs to be sent to printers in a standard fashion. So CUPS allows printer manufacturers and driver printers developers to more easily create drivers that work alternatively on the print server. Processing occurs on the server, allowing for easier network-based printing than with other Unix printing systems. Okay, so I think ang similar lang gid guys yung caps kay inyo nga I think it's more or less similar. Caps is more similar to your Windows based printing devices. Now for your activity number 6, it's called Remote Control App 106. What you're going to do is to download any remote control application from Play Store. So what you're going to do is to install it and try it on your TV kung nagagana. So produce a screenshot of your download and installation, or take a picture with your TV, convert it to PDF and upload it to your Google Classroom. Guys, you have an alternative to create a video, no? So mag-test do ka mo, mag-download, not necessarily mag-download ka application nga daya, pero kung gamiton din ninyo sa inyong nga ano guys, nga dang application, itestingan ninyo sa TV nyo bala. So you can actually if you want, you can create a TikTok video nga nagagamit katong application nga gin-download ninyo sa internet. Pero ang pag-download sa mga screenshots, so you have to screenshot it, no, sa download kadang ano. So amo lang daya guys kay why kamo it why kita amo daya aton activity. This is our activity because this is similar to your host printing, which is wireless. So for this one, what we're going to do is to download an remote control app. So i-research nyo anay kung ano day adang remote control application na makita sa Play Store, and then you can test it. Mind you that this remote control app can work differently on all, not all, but on selected brands of your television. So, ang i-download ninyo nga anong application is ang compatible. Now, if your cell phone is Redmi or Xiaomi, I think may feature day ang remote control TV. Pwede nyo da magamit. Okay? Understood? Now, thank you guys for attending our session for this morning. I'm sorry I cannot have a demo because I am on a seminar. So, that is one reason also why I'm leaving to you the video lang. And don't forget to place your attendance sa YouTube channel naton. So, you put there present na when I upload this video. So, thank you very much and see you during our face-to-face class. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.